Hi everyone. So I tried to do the live in the event space and for some reason it's not doing it. So welcome to Self-Care Sunday. I am Coach Janelle. I got my tea and just because I was chill and all ready for you guys to come, of course we had technical difficulties, but welcome and part of the Sister Circle. Maybe you've seen my posts. I posted a little bit earlier today to say thank you to those of you who wished me well as I was in the hospital with my husband. We're doing fine. Came back yesterday. He's chilling, about to watch a football game. And I came to chill with you. So I'm not sure who's here. I hope people show up in a few minutes. But right now I have you in your live stream right here. I hope those of you who had planned to come, you brought something that you've been working on, some creative project, and if you didn't, I went and put some free downloads in my Ko-fi pages, things like this, you know, that you can use to kind of inspire your creativity. And you can just bring a pencil and like a cup of tea or coffee or cocoa and just come chill. Over here on this side, I have the Google Meet for any of you who decided to kind of show support for my Art School of the Flowering Self. Pretty much kind of an initiative to make sure that we have different ways to kind of chill and relax and also kind of replenish ourselves and rejuvenate, right, through art. So I see one person is here. Welcome, I'm Coach Janelle. Did a little intro. I'm supposed to be in like the events, but it's not working. I tried 3 times. So also I expected like one person to show up by Google Meet, but it's open. If you guys still want to join and just create something and just have a relaxed time and all of that, then go ahead to my pages, ko-fi.com, ko-fi.com/selfcarewithart, and you can create also. So what am I doing today? I don't know if this is recording or what, but I think that usually Facebook Lives do record, and I just have my plain black tea and it's caffeinated this afternoon, even though I try to avoid the caffeine in the afternoon. I don't do coffee in the afternoon unless I have plans, right? But I needed a little bit. I planned this as kind of a break from people running around, doing their shopping, getting dinner straight, taking care of everyone else. And it's actually kind of a good nap time on a Sunday afternoon, right? So I got a little bit of tea, just black tea here in my daughter's cup. And it's not her cup. She actually bought it for me because I like ladybugs. She bought it for me when I was like, it was her birthday a couple of years ago. Welcome. I see a couple of people have popped in. And since you just popped in, cool. I said, welcome, I'm Coach Janelle. I was going to be in the regular event pages, and I see Coach Val is here, and it didn't work. I tried it 3 times, so I said, let me just do a live in the main group. So my Google Meet is open too, but the person who signed up for the Google Meet, they're not here right now, but we know how things can go. So welcome, this is Self-Care with Art, pretty much. And again, thank you to those of you who wished us well over the past week as we were in the hospital. He's about to watch football. Everybody is fed. So we are going to make some art and just kind of chill. So I was chill. Then the technical difficulties popped up, right? So what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and get started. I wanted to know what kind of things people brought, okay? And if you brought something, welcome. If you brought something that's your own project or whatnot, can you put it in chat? What sort of things do you do to kind of create some time for yourself? Hello, how are you? I've seen you on my posts, so welcome. yeah, go have fun, go enjoy yourself, right? So anyway, I am going to, my fave guy is upstairs about to watch football, so anyway, I went and got out acrylics today. And let me show you my messy creative desk, because no, I'm not that kind of artist who has everything just so. I'm that kind of artist who, as we are, I'll take whatever's around and create, right? If I just feel like that, right? So this is my little desk with some of my artwork. And yes, I'm a teacher too, so this is what my students see a lot, because I have a lot of things at my fingertips right here, right? I am going to use acrylics, and these little bottles of acrylics are good, except for this is Craft Smart. Spend like 10-20 cents more and get something that's a little bit like stronger, a better quality of paint. But I have a mixture of everything here. You can just go and bring like a pencil, right, in the back of an envelope, or if you are crocheting or knitting or doing something of that sort, you could do that too, right? So I am going to just paint. Let's see, you know what? Let me see, can I do this? Because I would love it, even if people couldn't do it another way. I would love it if some of you guys could come to the Google Meet and maybe show your artwork. So I'm going to see if I can share this link. And here we go. Okay, now am I saying your name correctly? Miss Venetia Waters, right? I'm sending you a link. All right, so if you want to join and share your art too, and open the microphone and say hello, that would be wonderful. So let me see. Can I do this? I might. Here. Let me know if that's something that you would do. So I'm trying. I'm going to put it in the event space. If you know where the event space is, it should be right there in the Selfcare. It's a must room. I'm going to put that Google Meet into it because it's our private group anyway, right? So, and just like all good teachers do, if we have someone kind of cutting up in there, I know how to just like kind of end that, right? So here, just sent it there, all right? And if you click it, you should be able to join me and open up the microphone and all of that, okay? So, all right. So I am going to go get probably an 8x8, 8 inches by 8 inches canvas. And I had ideas of what I wanted to make today. I guess we don't have a lot of people here, but I would love to hear what you would want to make. So this is what I'm working with today. And it's stretched canvas. And I got like, how many was it? I think it's like 5 of them for, was it like $12 or something, but a good price. So, and I am using, again, whatever I have around. I do have more formal things I can use, but I'm using my regular old palette and a piece of cardboard box, right? Instead of using paper towels and all of that. Moving some things around. I thought this little mini frame was beautiful, and I made just a really fast, like 2-minute, not even 2-minute, snow scene and put that in there. But I don't know, I thought it was pretty, but I might make some more detailed ones and do that. But these frames are on sale at Michael's for like $3.99. Buy one, get one half off. So they have all kinds of designs. So just little pretty things that you can get, right? So again, this one, you can get one of these for like $1 or something, right? I have tiny ones too. Here's my little puppy dog I made last week that are stretch canvas too. And these things, you can get this plus the easel. I did like a little Kwanzaa in there too. You can get this plus the easel for just a couple of dollars too. Just when you're making something that you're happy with and you just want to display it. Maybe at your desk, maybe even at work, right? So, okay. But I'm doing kind of a larger canvas today. I think you can see it better too. Let's see if anybody has popped into the Google Meet. Let's see. No, we don't have anyone. So, it's okay. I'll leave it open for a bit. All right, what am I making today? Did you want to suggest something? I don't know. What am I making? I'll drink my tea and think about it. I don't know. I was thinking I could do something like a little, something for the holidays. What would I want to make? I've done a series lately on like little winterscapes, right? Snow and things of that sort. But that's not kind of what I feel like doing today. I've been remembering a lot of things from my childhood. And this is a smaller canvas. I kind of want to paint on a huge canvas for something like that. But I could do something detailed with like a small brush. So what brushes do I have? All kinds. I am an art teacher, so that works, right? So I got this kind of brush here. See, it's got kind of an angle. I've got this tiny brush here, which is good for this size too. I have, it's not too huge, but not that size too. I have kind of a cheat sheet for my students that shows them the different kinds of brushes and the different effects that they make. And if anybody is interested in that, just let me know later on and I can post that also. I will definitely post it in on my Ko-fi pages. And kind of a larger one. I haven't used this much, but you can tell one of the kids or grandkids has used it. That's one of the first things I do is teach people how to use my things. And I do have, finally, I have some things that I keep to myself that I don't share with all the kids and the grandkids. But here, these are my main ones. And just for show, let me see if I can have it. And people use it a lot, but here's that fan brush, right? It's so pretty, and it's great when you're trying to make like pine trees and things of that sort, right? So welcome. I see another person has come, and I actually, because we have a private group, even though we've got like over 200,000 people in the Selfcare, it's a must group. It's still semi-private, right? So you pretty much have to be vetted to get into the Facebook group. And then I've got the events page, and I tried to do the live from the Facebook events page, and it kept like cutting off on me, so I did it in the main group. So if you're interested in joining our Google Meet, no, you don't have to join or whatnot, let me know. Go into the events page, and I posted that Meet link for today, right? So welcome. So what am I starting off with? A lot of times I start with like this metallic. Thank you. I have this cat I made on paper the other day. This is the first animal other than a horse that I have painted from scratch with detail in 40 years, if you can believe it. I'm almost 60 years old. So I did this just to prove a point the other day. So I'm kind of proud of it. I was like 40 some years. Usually I'll paint like a cute image of a cat or whatnot. And then I went and just got like a little Dollar Tree frame and put it in there and all. So what are you making? Are you making something? see what's over. Are you going to make anything today? Let me know, let me know. I'm reading. All right. I don't know. Even though it's winter, it feels really good outside. It's beautiful. Yes, I'm in Colorado, so you expect snow all the time. Yes, if I drove an hour, we could go find some snow, and we could go outside and see some snow on the ground, but it's really pretty, in my opinion, right now. But I don't feel like painting snow today. So this is kind of primed already. Like I said, you can use the back of an envelope if you need to, right? So I think, I love the ocean. I'm originally from Virginia, and I'm missing the ocean. So I think I'm going to do something like that. I'll see what pops up, right? So let me see. What do I want? I'm kind of modeling now a little bit, right? I'm talking a bit more because I know you're there, but I should have some music in the background. I need to get my Alexa going, right? Although I think I can't replay if I have Alexa in the background, copyright stuff, but all right, what do I do? So again, excuse my messy palette. I actually like it, okay? When it's nice and clean and brand new, that's cool too. I feel organized. But when I'm creating, I don't always feel like being organized. I actually don't. I'm very organized in some things because it does give you a sense of peace and all of that when you have things where you want them. But yeah, in my chaos, I kind of know where things are. And like I said, I'm a teacher too, so having things at your fingertips is great, right? All right, we're creating. I wish, I love it having you here, Venetia. I wish we had some more people coming, but maybe next time. Maybe we leave this as a replay. So this blue, and I have about 5 different kinds. This blue is kind of cerulean blue, right? So it's really pretty. It's really pretty, but I'm going to need some different value changes and shades. And I'm just going to paint. I'm not even going to stress about what it's going to look like. It'll turn out. I would love to hear. I see a couple more people, and I'd love to hear what you guys are making. Bless you, my girls. It's a Sunday, right? Selfcare Sunday. My daughter works her tail off. She's up there doing her hair. I have 6 daughters and 1 son. So, and my husband finally, many of you know, we were in the hospital this past week. Thank you again for the prayers. He's up there, got to watch football. So here we go. No, I didn't know where I was going to put it. I just put it where I wanted to. And I began. Ça commence in French. My French is so rusty. I speak Japanese all the time, but my French is so rusty. Even though I need my French sometimes, because I have people who speak French around. Okay, I'm gonna need some darker blues, but this is pretty to start with. Just the color. Just like the way that it feels. And I'm not going to keep it that way, but just the way it starts, right? So I still have the Google Meets up here. I don't know how much the free version of Google Meets lasts. I forgot. As a teacher, we can use it as long as we want. But this is my private one. And again, if people are interested, go to ko-fi.com/selfcare-with-art, okay? So. And I just like the way the paint it's thicker and sits up on here. So I actually use my cardboard a bit too for my desk because I don't like, I like the mahogany of my desk, so I don't want to mess it up. So, okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get like a deeper blue. So I have this Prussian blue too. It's a deeper one to add to it. Let's see. Do I want to put it right on top? No, I don't. Sometimes I would, but just putting a little bit. And I don't have my fanciest clothes on, and it's quite all right, isn't it? I don't think anybody's coming to the meet, so I might let some people join. Let's see, where do I want deep blues? Just a little bit. This is going to be a dreamscape ocean sort of thing. We're going to see how the difference is. So it's just a deeper blue right there, right? And no, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just creating out of my imagination. And that's what we're doing, right? And some more deeper blues over here. You know how if you're painting, and if you just look at reality a little bit, the colors that are closer to you are deeper and darker, and the colors that are farther away are, it's like going off into the distance, right? Hi, I see somebody else here. So anyway, this is what the blues are starting to look like, right? And I'll hold it close. And it's giving me that feeling that I want. Because I didn't feel like doing a winterscape. I did 6 of those series. And if you'd like to see those, you can go to my newest Etsy. I think I put it in the thing. But it's called, the Etsy shop is actually called I Paint by Hand. So, but you can see some of those. Anyway, so, let's see. Let me get some more cardboard. And excuse the hair. This is another one of those times where I didn't want a certain style, so I just did my own hair with whatever was around, right? We have, like I said, I have 6 girls, so we're bound to have something around the house you can do your hair with, right? And irony is, I never played with dolls like that. I had some dolls that I collected. I thought they were beautiful. And of course, you know, if you can't tell, I'm one of those nerdy women. I had my Princess Leia doll that nobody was supposed to touch. But one day I came home from school and my little sister took her hair out and I was done. But still. Okay, I want some green. I can add details later, right? I want to see some green. So, got this green. It's just a generic green, phthalo green right here. Pretty generic, right? Sometimes I will put some music in the background. I think it'll also alleviate my need to talk, right? I don't feel like talking the whole time, but I'm doing it for you. Sometimes we'll have some music in the background. I think that for January, our chill, sip, and paint, let's create some vision boards. I know everybody's doing that, but maybe we'll mix it. If you think that's a good idea, go ahead and let me know. So I put some blue in with it, just a little bit of blue in with that green I just showed you. And sounds like my daughters forgot that I said I'm doing a live, so please excuse the background sounds. So, let me just see real quick. I think my trees are too light, and I have a darker one. I'm gonna have to add a little dark to it. So, Girls, I'm doing a live. It's all right. And I need a little, do I want black or brown with it? Little brown, let me try that. I'm almost out. My burnt sienna is almost out. So these are like about $2 each usually. Maybe a little more now. Prices have gone up. So, okay, I have just a plain one that says just plain brown. Brown. Okay. Add a little bit of that, maybe a little bit of black. So, hi, I see someone else has come. So a little bit of that. And my burnt sienna, it was like a little bit lighter. Yep, it's gone. So, I'm going to make the green a little deeper, right? And then add some color to it. And I'm making really short brush strokes while I'm doing it, right? And because it's stretched canvas, I'm kind of going on this side too. Actually, it's kind of fun. I never did that before. Always let the sides be kind of maybe just a color on their own, right? So, right here. I think I'm going to make kind of a cove. Like it's a relaxing cove for us, right? Because this is all about self-care. So here, get a little green with a little brown in it. Maybe a little blue if I want. Kind of those spruce kind of trees. And I'm making little short, almost like Christmas trees, so I got into the Christmas groove again. Maybe this is like Christmas on some islands, right? Who knows? And I'll get the edge too. And I think I need to stop using, I tend to use the same brush because sometimes when I'm creating, I just use what's around. But I should look at my riches, the happiness I have in having so many different kinds of brushes and all. And when I was a girl making stuff, I had usually like 1 or 2 brushes. My grandma used to kind of get me things and it was so wonderful. But I made do with like having a few things. Now as an art teacher, a lot of times as art teacher before, I didn't have a whole lot either, but this time I have stuff. I'm happy. I'm thankful. All right. So I'm just going to paint a little bit. I'm going to use what I put on the palette because I do that a lot too. Like if I put the paint on the palette, I want to use it that day. I really do. If I finish a painting and I have paint left over, especially acrylic, and I like oils a lot more, but especially acrylic dries too fast for me. If you put the plastic on it, it helps, but I usually make a couple of little paintings just to use up the paint. Yes, I do. I don't like wasting. Okay, let's see. All right, as I was saying, I need to change out my brush. This brush is nice for nice big movements, but I'm gonna wash my little, and I'm just using like a little candle holder for my water. I love finding little pretty little things to hold the water and brush things out. I had a beautiful little crystal candle holder for my water right before Thanksgiving, and then we were expecting company, so we cleaned up, got some things done, and I haven't seen that thing since, but whatever, I'll find it. I'll just go to a thrift shop and get another pretty one. Why would I buy it new? Okay. All right, so for those fine little marks, I'm going to get a fine little brush. And again, you can use whatever you have, right? So what am I doing? Actually, I think I want some trees and stuff around here. I think I want to make it kind of like a one-point perspective thing. So So far I have the beautiful blue with the two kinds of blue. And then I was thinking of making kind of a cove sort of thing. And hi, I don't know if this is the same person or if this is Venetia or whatnot, but I'd love to know if you're making something while you're here. Yep, I'm getting paint all over me. I painted my nails though today. Self-care. This is art too, isn't it? All right, so yeah, I'm going to use my thin brush, get a little green with a little brown on it. I should wet it a little bit because it's farther in the distance, so it's going to be lighter. But I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just creating something I want to create, right? So here, go like that, like that. No, I might change it if I don't like it, but this is what I'm doing. A line of trees. I think I need to get some sky on there real quick. I need some sky. I may change it again, but just put it down on paper, put it down on your canvas. If you don't like it, change it. It's for you. You're painting for yourself, right? And welcome, I see some more people. And I don't know, decided to do that. And it threw the perspective into a totally new area, right? So let me see. Do I want to keep that or not? We'll see. Because I'm thinking kind of a cove, right? So if I'm thinking a cove, you think of something you come into, then there's the sky. I just felt like I wanted to see that. I think I want to do it just on one side. And yeah, I'm getting paint all on my fingers, but I think because I wanted a cove, but I wanted to see some green trees, right? That I'm going to cover that up with sky. So I'm going to let it dry a few minutes because this stuff dries so fast. And then I may go over it. And then if I like it again, I'll put it back. And that's the whole thing about doing this, right? When you're painting, when you're creating something, put it aside when it's not serving you well. Pick it back up when it is. You don't like something, change it, right? Good allegory for life in general, right? So I saw the post earlier today. Someone was having a really hard time and they got bullied in the middle of having a hard time. So I answered too. Yeah, right here on our Self-Care is a Must pages. And I sent my prayers. I sent wishes and hopes that things would change for them and some strength, right? To remember that in the midst of all of this stuff, you not only have to take care of yourself, but you need to love yourself, especially in the face of other people showing you total opposite of love, right? So, but anyway, let's do this. I don't want that. A little bit more green. There. Much better brush for this time, right? All right, now, is that dry? See, it dries so fast. So I'm going to put some white along with this blue and make a sky. Decide how I want that sky to go, right? So let me see. Let me get my daughter's cup and have some tea. I wash it. I leave that on there. It's so pretty. I usually, like I said, I haven't been drinking tea lately, but I don't drink coffee in the afternoon. And actually, when I started this live, on a Sunday afternoon, before all the dinner stuff and all that, I felt like it was a perfect time to sleep, but I promised you that I was coming, right? So I hope we have more people next time, but I'm going to First, I'm going to tie the little bow on my daughter's cup that she gave me. It is so precious. Hi, how are you? And then it's totally dry now, so I'm going to change that. I think I'm going to turn it into more of a cove, as in it's going out to sea. I just thought about that, right? So if this is a new person or anybody, I would love to see what you're making, right? Okay. All right, I need some white. The big white I have is like Craft Smart again, which isn't very good. So this is just plain white acrylic paint, right? Like about $2 or something at like, I don't know if Target has it, but I know that, you know, like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Ross. Can you believe that Ross has art supplies too? Has it like right near the toys and all? I love to go to Ross for like stuff for the grandkids, and actually, yeah, they're good for getting a couple of things. So I'm not using this brush here. I'm going to use, do I want this one? I'm going to use this again, although I could use a bigger brush, but I'm going to use this one. I'm mixing my white with the blue. Which blue? I'm going to mix the white with this blue here. Okay. If I want to change it a bit, I will. So I've got to go pretty thick on top of this, right? So, but it does it. It's doing the job immediately. Going thick on top of that. And then I'm going to make my sky. Okay, so cool. What does bring them on video? I don't know what that means. Hi Rachel, how are you? Rachel, are you the one who was going to come to the Google Meet? Because it's still open. I actually just opened it up for everybody. So if you go into the events page, you're welcome to just come. And you can open up the camera and open up like the microphone if you want to talk or share or ask a question. So I'm just redoing a sky right now. So I actually dipped some of this blue into the white, the Prussian blue, but I was going to mostly do the cerulean blue for the sky and white, but I think it'll make a nice effect. My hair's coming loose. I'm gonna have to tie it back up so it doesn't get into the paint. I actually like that Prussian blue a little bit more. I might put some clouds with it. So is anybody going to share and tell me what kind of project you're working on? Okay, I should have let that one dry a bit more. I like the oils a whole lot better, right? Okay, yeah. I think I want that kind of a sky. So I'm not going to just do the smooth movement. I'm going to do kind of a dabbing. It gives it a different texture. I hope you can hear me okay. Hopefully. So I'm dabbing it and letting a little bit of white get into it, kind of like clouds. So, but I'm thinking I need to bring the seawater up a little bit higher. So if anybody, yep, I still see somebody is here. People don't want to talk too much, I guess. Let me show you where I am right now. Right now I'm about right here, but I don't think I wanted to divide it in half. I think I'm going to have it go up a little bit more. I haven't decided yet. Okay. Come talk to me. You guys can go and click that Google Meets link because this is still semi-private right here, right? Meaning we are a bunch of women kind of dedicated to self-care, and a lot of it is because we've been caring for other people too, and we do care for other people. So a lot of times we forget to take care of ourselves, and being part of this group is kind of recommitting yourself to not just the idea, the knowledge that, yeah, you have to take care of yourself. When I posted earlier this week about being in the hospital, it was like, yeah, that was me with the day 3 in the hospital with my husband. Someone shared about how they wish they had really known how important it was to take care of themselves while they're taking care of, I'm pretty sure, their son who has cancer and whatnot, saying many prayers for people. And some people have taken care of people who are gone, and all of that. Many of us have, right? And it is important. It's not selfish. It's actually, they're depending on us a lot of times. People are depending on us to take care of ourselves so that they can help, so we can help with them. And they may never say it. Some people may never say that, but it's important to realize that sometimes we're the only ones who can take care of certain people. And if so, we have to take care of ourselves, or we'll break down, and that'll be 2 people down, right? Okay, so I'm doing my sky. You want to see what that dabbing looks like? I don't know if anybody is even watching, but the dabbing is looking like that. It gives it a different texture from the water because the colors are very similar, right? So, all right, I'm gonna keep going. I don't see that anybody's here, so I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit and actually just focus on what I'm doing. A little bit of self-care live, right? And if I bring the sea up, will I like it? I don't know. We'll see. Someone has come back, or you've just joined us, so welcome. I was talking a lot before, decided to kind of focus on painting, so I was just varying my brushes in case you were here before to kind of distinguish between the sea and the water. And I was starting to think, because I was thinking of a cove, then I was thinking of, you know, kind of like a one-point perspective sort of thing. But this is looking kind of like a peninsula, right? I kind of like that idea. So I'm going to keep going. It may turn out to be a dreamscape, looking like nothing based in reality, but it is okay. Hey, again, I don't know if this is the same person or what, but that's why I have the Google Meet open if you want to come and open up your microphone and maybe be creative with me, show me what you're doing. But if you're looking for that, that is in the events page. And I'm Coach Janelle. We all are kind of committed to self-care and have different things going on. And by the way, I'm using this white real quick along with, right now, more the Prussian blue, but I post more about self-care using like art and all. Although I think also one of my specialties might be a little bit of self-care while you're taking care of other people. Being that I'm a mom and a grandmother and mom of 7 children and a wife with a beautiful, strong, macho husband who needs help sometimes. All of them need help, don't they? And I'm a teacher of high schoolers who often have a lot of anxieties and issues going on. So yeah, I think probably more than art, I can speak to the caregiver situation where we have to take care of ourselves in order to be able to take care of other people. I actually wrote a book about that called The Real Life Stress Busters for Moms on the Go. And it's on Amazon, actually. Almost forgot about that. But it's probably, well, I looked at it and I think I brought it up to a more current edition 2 years ago. Maybe it's time for the 2025 version, right? But you can find that on Amazon. So, all right, so I feel like even though this is going up into the air, kind of looking at it, it feels as if that's still kind of water and a peninsula up there. So I'm going to put a little bit of land, some color that would look more like land going right here. Okay, I think that's a good idea. I don't know, it's my idea, it's my painting. Just like you can do whatever you want with yours, right? I would love to see them. And actually, if more people start joining our lives and whatnot, I can make a virtual gallery. Yeah, I still have some techie skills so that we can share our art with each other. Let me know. I actually offered, I think about a week and a half ago, before we got crazy busy again, because my students have final exams and stuff next week and final projects, and my own children are busy, and yeah, we were in the hospital for five days total, yeah, after I posted. I offered to help people start their Etsy shops, although Etsy is acting they're kind of, I don't know, iffy. They're not the most stable thing. You can make a good amount of money one month and hardly anything the next. But if that's helpful to you, let me know, and maybe I'll do another one. And I'm constantly posting different listings, so it's not a big deal for me to help you out, okay? I think I was charging for it before, and if it's longer, then I probably would again, because yeah, we have to eat too. But if it's just like maybe 10-15 minutes and some people would like to get set up, I don't mind helping at all. Because yeah, these things are expensive lately. So I didn't show you. Got a little bit of yellow ochre. So it's yellowish, kind of brownish, like mustard, right? And I'm just putting a little bit where it looks like land would go, right? Using that for my beach. And I said it like that because I miss the beach. Actually, and those of you who finally decide to go look at the art school for the flowering self, I kind of have a vision that it will be near the beach. It'll be online mostly, but then kind of a retreat for women to come, and it doesn't have to be painting, doesn't have to be drawing, it could be crocheting, it could just be chilling on your own or whatnot. Just a retreat, just a getaway for like some days or a week, kind of like Airbnb sort of getaway near the beach where you can create. I can support that sort of thing. That's the vision. I don't know. Like I said, maybe we'll make some vision boards next month during our sip and paint. Okay, is that too much? I don't know. If I hold it up to show you guys, I get to see it a little bit more too. Okay, I think I'm gonna put some like right down here. And, oh, let me show over here too. Right down here. Okay, although I don't know why. I might as well like, what is this? Somebody trying? No, it's just me. I'll leave it open in case somebody wants to go. Okay, so here. I take some more of the yellow ochre. I didn't even mix it. I may mix it a little bit. Farther away it looks like one color, but up closer it might need something else. So it probably will need something else anyway, right? So here, do that. I don't know where this is, it's imaginary, but totally fine, right? Totally fine to be imaginary. You're just creating, taking a break from regular life. I was going to say real life. Do I have to consider this not real life? This is real life, right? Who knows what this is going to end up looking like, but I'm liking it so far. Okay. We don't have music. I'd love to have music, but since we don't have music, we don't have to worry about copyright either, right? This is all us. Okay, so this is, it dries so fast. This is what it's looking like so far. Kind of a little bit abstract. Who knows if it's totally proportionally the way it's supposed to be, but what do you mean supposed to be? This is my painting. Whatever you're making is what you're making, and it's totally fine. I need some more yellow ochre. It's going to get on my hands. I can just wash my hands. It's just acrylic. Okay. As long as it doesn't get on my clothes, although, like I said, I don't have the fanciest clothes on right now. But let's see. All right. And I told people they could pop in, so I'm leaving the Google Meets open. And I have this here. Okay, let me see. A little bit more yellow ochre. Okay. Mustard color. Right? Oh, these earrings. My second daughter makes jewelry, and she also, well, a lot of them are artists too. And she makes jewelry and other things, and she made these for me. So just putting a drop more, because for this size canvas you don't need a lot of paint. So what, for like $5 you can have a canvas and a little bit of paint and all that. So I can't tell if anybody's in here. I have a feeling, I don't know, it said people were, but okay, there, just a little bit. All right. I am going to get some of that. They said you can use masking gel, you can use other things to make it thicker. There's something called impasto. It looks like you can touch it. Hi, looks like somebody else has come in. So this is where we are. Could be the same person because I can't tell, but kind of, I don't know, a dreamscape kind of. Like the island is going in the sky sort of thing, right? I like it so far. And that's the whole point. Painting something that we like, even if it's from imagination, drawing, painting, crocheting, sewing. Yeah, I got my sewing machine over here that my husband bought me. I used it during the pandemic, and I made masks for a friend whose a doctor on the Navajo reservation. But other than that, I used it a little bit to put a hair on a rag doll, but other than that, I haven't used it much. All right, so let me see, I'm going to put a little bit more here, kind of like a beach feel. And whether you feel like it's finished or not, you stop when you feel you need to stop, right? Sometimes people will make you stop because someone needs something, the baby needs feeding, the husband needs feeding, you need to eat, you gotta go to work, you have to go to sleep, whatever it is okay to stop and pick it back up. It doesn't have to be finished in one sitting. Might not be finished for years actually, and guess what? I have a couple of those things too. And totally fine when the spirit hits you, finish it. When you need an escape, work on it. When you don't know what else to do and you're just like really stressing or tired or whatnot, sometimes when you think you don't want to do anything, I don't know, just put some paper down, squeeze some paint out, or just take a pencil and draw, just draw. Nothing in particular. I didn't know what I was doing today. When I sat down and started talking to you guys on the live, I just took this little square 8x8 canvas. I said, what do I want? I don't know. I looked at the paints I have. And again, these are the paints I have. I've got metallic. I haven't used it yet. I use it sometimes. I've got the silver metallic. I have this Craft Smart yellow, which I haven't used yet. I haven't used any red, and I don't think I'm going to use red in this composition, right? I have the phthalo green, which I used some, right? I have some brown, right? I have my white, of course. I haven't used any black in it yet, which is unusual, and I don't think I will. I have the cerulean blue. I have Prussian blue. It's 333 angel numbers. And I have yellow ochre. This is what I'm using today. And actually, I don't think I'm going to use the black at all. But here's where I am so far. And I'm looking at it as I'm showing you. I'm thinking, what do I want to add? I don't know. Excuse the background sound again. One of the daughters, the youngest one, she works tomorrow, I think, but she's getting her hair straight. And she's got the hair dryer going. So it's not a perfect painting, but I'm just painting. Kind of like it. And I will show it to my children. And if I really like it, I'll show it to some other people too. And I'll be totally fine with it being the way it is. So I'll hold it here, get the sides, and use up my paint again. Remember, I was saying I hate to waste. And if I have paint left at the end of my painting, I'll go get a little paint, like canvas or some paper, and I'll make a new painting, just something abstract or a memory or something, just so I don't waste it, right? Okay. And got one side, and I want it to look complete, so put some white on it. Not too much of the Prussian blue on my brush. It's going to mess up the effect. Just trying to get the side. So, yeah, I think it still needs something. And in a lot of my paintings, I make like a little sun or moon. Hey, how is it going? But let me see. Is this still the same person? I'm not sure. But welcome. And yes, I still have the Google Meet open if you want to go into the events page and click Google Meet, so you can open a microphone and open a camera if you like. So we're just painting stuff. I'm painting on it's wet now, so 8x8. And I didn't even know what I was painting before. I just started painting. So let me see. Get over here. I'm doing kind of a 90-minute painting. And getting up top. I need some more tea. I feel like it. So I'm going to drink some of the tea out of my daughter's cup. And here's where we are so far. Yeah. So I hope more people come, and then they come to the Google Meet too. I would love to hear your voices. It feels almost like when I'm teaching my high schoolers, except for they will open up the microphone sometimes and the camera when I am, when we're one-on-one, you know, but I'd like to hear some of your stories and what's going on, and to talk and all of that. All right, I think I'm almost done with mine, but I said we'd be here till 4, so actually we are going to be here till about 4. And I think that this will replay and stay in our group, and since it is just pretty much me talking and saying hi, I'll probably put it on my self-care YouTube, maybe on my art YouTube. It is art, but I'm painting, and yes, I'm kind of showing a little bit about the different kinds of paints and all, but I'm talking more about self-care. So maybe that's it. And you know what? I think I want it right there. It's almost like my finishing touch sort of thing. Do I want it here? I do. Kind of a dreamscape. Let me rinse this and get a clean brush to do this, smaller one. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about kind of my signature. I'll show you in different paintings. So you'll see in a minute. But can you see where the moon, it feels more like it's a moon, even though it's daytime, is popping up? I'll show you what I'm talking about. I even like the color of the water by now. It's time to clean it out. But I've been using pretty much a palette of blues and greens with a little bit of yellow. And if you think color theory, what's the opposite of yellow in the color wheel? Is it blue? I forgot. Let's ask Siri. Well, I'm sorry I can't talk to Siri because I'm doing a live with you, right? So let me see. I'll look it up later and post it. Okay, so I'm going to take my smaller brush. And it's going to be probably, that's it for it. I'm going to put a moon there. Do I want a little bit more? Make sure nothing gets on my desk. I love the wood on my desk, the wood green. Let me see. A little bit more blue. I might sharpen up the trees a little bit. I don't really like to see much canvas, although it doesn't bother me too much. And Google Meet is asking, am I still here? Yeah, I am. Still waiting for some of our ladies to come and visit. A little bit of blue on it, deeper blue. Can you see? I don't think you can see. I think these are blocking. A little bit of deeper blue, a little bit more white. And I'm just dabbing. I need to stop because I'll mess up. I kind of like the effect. Now, a little bit more white. And over here, I do want some more white, like clouds, kind of. Very random, on purpose, right? When the sky is like that. I heard my husband, somebody must have made a play he liked or he wants them again. So, yeah, we watched the Heisman Trophy ceremonies yesterday. Now, I never was into football that much until I got married about 31 years ago. And so we do watch some of these things, and it was exciting to see someone from right around here get the Heisman Trophy. Coach Prime, all of that. All right, so get some white. My nose is tickling. And I want it to be much more visible. Wow, I might leave it kind of the way it was. I was about to do a whole circle, but this is where it is. And I kind of like that. It still kind of has the circle. And let me tell you what I'm talking about with the circle. Hi. So let me see. So I finished it mostly. I'm going to do some details on the trees. But see the circle right there? It's kind of my trademark. It's been that way probably since I was young. I'm almost 60, so I'm not young, but let's see, slow connection. Like, here's the kitty cat. Kitty cat, see the circle? That circle right here, kind of like the sun or the moon. This is called Angel in Shock, and it's got circles, but you can't tell. It looks more like decoration. My husband doesn't like this one, but, but I liked it. Angel in Shock. And then these are like prints of my large painting, my gouache woman with cornucopia, sweet potato pie and all that. See the circle? So it's kind of my signature. I don't have it in everything, but in a lot of things. All right. So actually, I know I could do more to this. I feel like I'm just about done. So maybe I want to do a little bit to the trees. Not much though, because I don't want to mess up the effects I have. Do I want to? Let me see. A bit. Let me see how I feel. And it is about that. When you're creating art, it's how do you feel? Do you feel like doing it? Do it. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. Nobody likes it. If you like it, it's good. Someone's like, I don't like that. It's your art. It is totally fine. Okay, I'm getting a little brown and it's already drying, which is why I don't like to put a lot out. But I'm going to put some tree trunks. A little bit of details here. Not much. You see what I did? Yeah, and I don't like it too much. So, I don't like the thicker one. So, I'm going to dry my brush off. And before it dries totally, what am I going to do? Smooth it. Yeah. And it worked. That's why I like oil paint better. I wouldn't have to like hurry up and try to fix it. I could let it sit and later go back like the next day and it still would be wet enough to work on. Some people really don't like that about oils. I like that. So I really do feel, I feel done. I'm going to sign my name. I sign it in my regular little signature, and I sign it in Japanese, kurokiku. And I do that, it means black chrysanthemum. And my daughter, my third daughter is 27, and when I was expecting her, I made, so 27 years ago, I made a website called Kurokiku. And it's, I think it's on there, one of those ancient websites that never disappear off the internet. And it means black chrysanthemum because I am a black person, and also the kiku part. So I'm writing it in white lettering because I'm done, right? And I'm going to make my signature also in white. So this is what I made. It may not be fabulous, but I liked it. And chrysanthemum is a very important flower in Japan and in black culture too, and different cultures. So I adopted that as like a bridge between the East and the West. And I kind of kept that as my artist's name. So, and now I am grown, grown. Well, I was grown then, right? Third daughter. And I have grandchildren and sons-in-law and whatnot. And we have cultures from all over, like Asia, Europe, Africa, South America, right here in the United States, all of that represented in our family and all. So Kurokiku felt like a very good name. So I'm done. I'm finished. And this feels like this was part of my self-care journey too. And I invited you along, and I think several people came. And I don't know if anybody else is coming, but I finished with that. Am I finished? I think I needed my glasses, but I don't want to mess it up. I like what I see, but I feel like there's a little bit more. Like some parts that look like I see canvas a bit much that I don't want to. So I will fix it a little, but I'm pretty much done, I feel. Did anybody create anything they want to share? I would love to see it. You can post it in the events page. I'll go back and look even though the event's over. And I'll post what our next event will be. And I hope that I'll see people. But even if I won't, I'll be here because I enjoy this as a self-care thing too. Being able to share, create, paint. I guess that's the teacher in me, right? So if you think you can come, come. If you want to be included with the Google Meet and all, or you just want to show support for what I'm doing and all of that, then go to my Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/selfcarewithart, and support our art school of the flowering self. And get yourself some free downloads and connect, because it's going to be a community we build. And I also would like to open up a studio and a retreat. So, last details. Did I get everything? I think so. Oh, I'm going to get right here. And I think the bottom is done. So I'm going to get right there. Changing my brush. And wow, like I thought, 90 minutes is a good amount of time. But I guess because I teach 90-minute classes, this is like a regular rhythm. Make sure you come, okay? Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channels. One is at 50 Plus Self-Care Journey. Please subscribe. And my other YouTube channel is Ink, Embers, and Pencil. Ink, Embers, and Pencil, all right? And my Etsy shop for all art is I paint by hand. I had to do that because I have like my big Etsy shop that has lots of graphics and like clothing and stuff like that. But my pure art is I paint by hand, all right? So I would love your support. And again, this is Coach Janelle. We have 9 minutes left, so talk to me. Send me questions. Ask me about art supplies. If I know, I'll tell you. If I don't, I'll send you in the right direction. Or I'll say, I don't know, here, let's look together. Okay. And yeah, make sure that you're sharing. All right. And if you don't feel like sharing, you don't have to. But plug in. All right. All right. So let me get that blue. Well, I need some blue. And I'm just going to continue the beach part. This is where you would have the cool music, right? So I've got a little bit of yellow ochre left. And let's see. I know it's dry, but I'm still paranoid a little bit. There you go, a little yellow ochre. And actually, I think I want some green there. And I have some green left and some brown, and I'm just mixing it up on the same brush because I'm just finishing it up, right? Maybe a little bit of blue off the side. I don't know. It's plain, but I like it. Clean this off. I'll show you a little bit of my other art that's right here before I go. Okay, use the last little bit of blue, a little bit of cerulean blue. And I'll have a little bit of that left, so I'm going to have to paint something else real quick. No, that's got to be green. Right on top of it. All right. And I'm just about done. I am done. 90-minute painting. Thank you if you came. If you're watching this as replay, welcome to the next one. I don't know if I'll do a vision board. Let me know, because I think I might do one on my own, but the next paint and sip might be another paint and sip where you can create whatever you want to create, and I may paint with you. I'll kind of leave it open and free like that. So here is, and it's wet, it's okay. Here it is, what I painted with you, just talking with you and some people popping in. See? And here's a little bit of a show and tell. Here's my little puppy I made. Some of you might have seen my video. And I made a horse, just proving something to myself. So a little horse and a moon. See, I told you, it's kind of like my little signature. And yes, I make these for people. If you have a pet and you'd like me to paint your pet, I'll even take my moon out if you don't want the moon in the painting. So, and then I have my daughter's dog too. It's way over there. I'll show you one day. You can look on my shop and see. But anyway, what else do I have here to show? I have these little downloads. I've got different things. Little. And do some digital art too, not AI, digital art. So I have different color babies and all. And this is my sunset mermaid that you may have seen if you've checked out the shop. It looks very small, but it's actually kind of a larger canvas. And I held it up to the sunset the other day, and it was very close to the same sky. That is beautiful. Okay, sunset mermaid, and I have lots of different ones. I keep these up there for us, and yeah, kind of a self-portrait I did a couple of years ago. What else do I have up here? Just another one that looks small until you see it in person. This one is called The Girl with the Purple Mask. I have lots of art, but I'm showing you some. I need to watch so it doesn't. This one is after the shepherds leave. Since it's Christmas, it's a Christmas theme. See, it's just baby Jesus sort of thing. And everyone is welcome. So, and I have many others too. So, thank you so much for coming. It's 3:56. Coach Janelle about to say have a good afternoon and good evening. And thanks for coming to my live. And hope to see you next time, okay? All right, 3:56, I think that's good.